Yes, I am looking a little different to normal. What do you think? Now, it's been mentioned that I haven't recently done enough hair and beauty and fashion related videos. Also, as you may know, I am incredibly obsessed with playing games on my phone and have a terrible memory. So, three birds with one stone, I thought that I would be inspired by my newest game app obsession, June's Journey, which is a hidden object mystery game. Wow, that's how bad my memory is. But I've been using it to try and improve my memory. Basically, you find stuff. It's set in the 1920s and it's all rather glamorous. So I thought I'd use that to challenge myself to create a 1920s look. As you know, I'm normally like 40s and 50s. I've tried to be as authentic as I can going through. So I hope you really enjoy watching this look take place. I've sprinkled in some facts as well, as you know I love to do. If you want to reproduce this look for a 1920s party or for Halloween or anything like that, please let me know if you do. I should be very excited if you use this video for such a purpose. After decades of secretive makeup use, the women's suffrage movement brought forth the flapper girl of the 1920s, fashionable and fun-loving women who rejected convention. Their distinctive look is the one most people associate with the 1920s: pale skin, dark eyes and a cupid's bow mouth. For the first time, women cut their hair short, displaying their newfound freedom. The main character of the game, June, has a stylish bob, but I'm particularly inspired by her niece, Virginia's finger waves. I have even put a bow on my dress to match. I'd like to begin by letting you know that I have really sparkly nails. They're really sparkly. I need to tell you that because I put 3 different types of nail varnish on here, including a top coat that says it's going to make it last for 7 whole days. And yet, somehow in the making of this video, they will inevitably become damaged. Every time I make a video, I just destroy my nails. Let's begin with hair. So I have hair much longer than the 1920s bob, obviously. So what we're going to try and do with that is take this hair at the back and put it into a little bun, just pin it up, and then get some lovely finger waves out of the front here. To start with, I've done a rolling pattern here that is forwards and then backwards. So my partings along here, I've gone backwards and then forwards, and on the side, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. And hopefully that was going to help us a lot when it comes to making our waves. So let's take them out and see. I use sponge rollers rather than pin curling because my nerve disability means I can't feel the ends of my fingers, so pins are fiddly, and I also can't tell when things are wet or dry very well. If you're a pin curler rather than a sponge roller, simply curl your hair in directional rows of backwards and forwards. A lot of the back of my hair and put it into a cute little bun at the back. But these bouffants either side of my face, we're going to make some beautiful Marcel finger waves and then pin towards the back because clearly I'm not going to actually cut my hair for this. I'm going to be doing that using some strong hold fixing styling mousse, which will probably make my hair terrible the next few days, but we're doing it. Dedication to the bit. You will need a lot of clips, thanks to vintagehairstyling.com for mine, a comb and a lot of firm hold mousse. Pro tip, you're basically going to need to use so much that your hair will be disgusting to touch. Oh yeah, let's put even more on there. Using your comb in a firm hand, drag the hair backwards, pin into place, and drag forwards. Lovely swoops here, and I haven't thought this through because I'm going to have to do my makeup around this. Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So I left this little bit here at the end, and I'm just going to twist it and add it into the bun at the back. And then we just do this lovely process all over again on the other side. Now liberally spray your entire head in hairspray, and we've pretty much filled the room with fumes and are beginning to think that this was a bad idea. Take a moment to get your breath back and play the awesome new phone game you're addicted to. June's journey follows the eponymous June, who returns to her family home after her sister's murder to care for her niece and find out if the killer really was her brother-in-law. You play by helping June to discover clues to the crime and uncover family secrets in timed hidden object scenes. Here's a super sneaky thing, but if you watch an ad, it means that you can play for just 10 energy rather than 15 energy, which I do all the time because I'm addicted. And I need to play as many times as I can, regardless. You can also renovate and decorate the family estate, so if you're a fan of games where you get to design pretty gardens, this is definitely something you'll enjoy. I've also, thanks to this game, learnt the real names for many building tools. I'm not entirely sure when that will come in handy, but it could. If you sign in with Facebook, you can play on your desktop as well. In fact, you can play anywhere in the world you want. There are little side games too, like putting torn up family photos together that will then boost your energy. Basically, it's free, it's great, and I can't stop playing it. So, now we have done our hair, my hair, let's attempt to do makeup under the hair. Why didn't I think this through? I don't know. Don't do it in this order. It's probably not a good idea. The first thing we're going to apply is a liquid or cream foundation. Authentically, this would have been done with a foundation brush. I have a sponge because 2018, okay? You're going to need to use the absolute lightest foundation that you can get away with because a good 1920s lady would not be getting anywhere near the sun. So whatever works for your skin tone, obviously, but very light. You need to look radiant. Next thing we're going to do is add powder. It should be a very translucent powder. Mine is called Perfect Light Translucent. I'm not sure how it's both light and translucent, but the idea is not to add too much colour to your face. Colour. They don't like it. They don't like colour in the face. Man, that sounds really racist. It's the 1920s, to be fair, everyone was racist. You should use a powder poof for this, but I don't have one of those. I don't like them. I find they always just get really dirty. So instead, I'm going to be using this little brush, and I'm going to brush away the excess with this poofier brush. Achieving a beautiful complexion was considered to be of the utmost importance in the early years of the 20th century. But they did also sell alcohol-based face whitening liquids, so take that with a pinch of salt. We're next going to apply some blusher. This should be in quite a deep red carmine shade. It's not deep red, but we work with what we're given, okay? Now apply it just to the apples of your cheeks. If you don't know what that is, just smile. Your face turns up. Next up, brows. As you can see, I'm not a person who's exactly blessed with an abundance of brow, I think it's fair to say. And if you were wondering, no, I don't wax them or shave them off past this point. They just stop. I just have mini brows. I think I do know, I think it's just genetic. By the time I was born, my grandmother had about 3 hairs on her eyebrows. But for now, let's work with what we've got. 1920s brows were extreme to mirror the silent film stars of the day, with little to no attempt to make them look natural. Eyebrows were plucked or shaved away, and new pencil-thin brow lines drawn on. These extended down to the temples in a severe arch, lending a mournful appearance. If you don't want to lose your eyebrows forever, then stick them down with a paste made from a hard block of soap and camouflage with foundation. I personally have too little an eyebrow to bother with such a thing. Now, when it comes to 1920s eyeshadow, the most popular shades were sort of the light blue, dark green, dark blue, and black. I mean, sure, why go natural? For daytime, a little dab of Vaseline on your eyelids was also incredibly popular. Probably also somehow helped their makeup stick. So I'm going to go for kind of a dark, bluey, greyish shadow on my lids. And the important thing also is to keep in the half moon shape of your actual eyelid. Don't wing anything up at all. And cover it fully rather than just contouring using eyeshadow. What's the word for that? When you put darker shadow at the corners. Is there a word for that? Is there a term? I'm not sure. Let's just get on with what we're doing. Excuse my epic monolids, by the way. You probably don't have eyes like this, so you'll actually be able to see your own eyeshadow. Taking that very pale grey shadow, I'm just going to go under the eyes, under the root of the lashes, giving your eyes that nice widened, doleful look of the silent film stars. Probably work better if you had bigger eyes than me, but we're going to work with it. I'm adding a darker shadow to the line of my lid because I can't quite cope without eyeliner, and then blending it out. They did also smudge with a pencil at the lash line, but again this blended into the eyeshadow rather than featuring prominently by itself as it does now. And next up, not eyeliner. I know, I'm as shocked as you are. Don't know how I'm going to cope. Instead, we move straight on to mascara, and I shall be using this incredibly authentic Besame mascara cake. And inside it has a mascara brush. I actually have to put water on this, create a little powder paste, and then somehow get this on my eyelashes without getting it everywhere. Wish me well. Let's get ready to make a mess. I'm just going to cover up my dress. Make a mess with normal mascara. Clearly I'm going to make a mess with cake mascara. By the way, I should like to add, you can just use regular mascara. You don't need to do this at all. Although to be fair, it does give you a really nice look. I'm not gonna lie, I do highly recommend cake mascara. Also, I'm not that precious, like I do use regular tap water on my face. This is regular tap water in a bottle. See, it's, I think, way prettier than regular mascara. I think it just looks nice. It has a nice touch to it. Mascara was invented in 1915 and credited to a man named Tom Lyle Williams, who founded Maybelline, naming it after his sister Mabel, who coated her lashes with Vaseline and cork ash. Really, I guess it was Mabel who deserves the credit. And then the bit that ties the entire look together, of course, lipstick! Again, I'm using from Besame. This is a very authentic, true to the era shade called Blood Red. It's dark. Small lips with a prominent cupid's bow were the fashion. Dark lip colours exaggerated this trend, making lips appear smaller and neat. Foundation was used at the corners of the mouth to make them appear smaller. Draw in the outline using a lip pencil in the same shade or a small lipstick brush. Then apply lipstick to the inner shape. At the time, lip stencils were available to help get the perfect shape. But really, faces are so different. Has any commercially made stencil ever worked for anyone? Please do let me know if it has. And here we come to the final look. Almost done. Now we just need to take the pins out. Possibly with a lot of hairspray as well. Hang on. Let's be prepared. So there you go, the full look. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and if you'd like to see some more kind of hair makeup tutorials and fashion as well, then please do subscribe to my channel, although do note, this is the only 1920s thing I've ever done. Most of it's 40s and 50s, but there we go. Also, other amusing videos, some about disability and LGBT stuff as well. If you'd like to download June's Journey for free, there is a link in the description down below. Definitely do go and check it out, it is highly addictive. I can very much recommend it. I mean, I just can't stop now. Also, until the 15th of October, there is a special 1-year anniversary of June's Journey giveaway type thing going on in the game. You can click on the link, get into the game, and you will receive a free decoration to put on your pretty little island. I'm going to get really into decorating my island, I can just tell. Oh. Also, if you would like to become a member of the Kellgren-Fozard Club, get special access to behind the scenes things, goodies, polls and a video every month that no one else gets to see, then all you have to do is click on the join button down below. If you can't see the join button, it's okay. There's a link in the description that will take you right there. It doesn't show up on iOS, it's a thing. Don't worry, it's being fixed. See you next time.